So I just happened to stumble across this video, and I don't know much about this mom, but I know that TikTok is not agreeing with her. Rightfully so, because what is this parenting? Her name is Megan Gower, but from this video, I can collect that she is a very abusive mom. There's also a clip somewhere of her yelling F you to her daughter, and her daughter, I'm guessing, is around 6, and it sounds like no parenting is being done at all. Just expecting the 6-year-old to regulate her emotions, know how to act as a person. It's a literal child. She's supposed to be the role model for this little girl. No wonder this little girl lashes out. It's like a normal child thing to do, to feel frustrated and not know what to do. That's where parenting comes in, and by screaming at her to stop is not gonna help. I don't know why people have children if they don't like children. If you don't like your own child, that's your fault. Also, she feels so comfortable yelling at her on live. Imagine what she's like behind doors. Like, this is dangerous.
Alright, let's talk. TikTok has once again done what it does best, exposing the ugly truth behind those who parade themselves as loving parents while behaving like tyrants behind closed doors. But this time, it wasn't just another mommy vlogger or a passive-aggressive parenting moment. This was different. This was loud, disturbing, and broadcasted live. The name at the center of the storm is Megan Gower, a TikTok mom of 2 living in Connersville, Tennessee, who thought she could go live and berate her daughter without consequences. She thought wrong, because not only did the internet take notice, but CPS has officially stepped in. And after everything that came to light during her livestream, honestly, they should have. So let's rewind a bit, because what unfolded on Megan's TikTok live wasn't just some mom having a rough day. It was a deeply unsettling glimpse into what might be daily life for her kids. She was live streaming from her usual spot, relaxed, scrolling through chat comments, clearly prioritizing her viewers over the little ones, just a few feet away. That's when her daughter, holding a small container of colorful bracelets, quietly approached. A normal moment. A child excited to play, wanting her mother's help to open it. But Megan, without even breaking eye contact with her phone, she said coldly, "We'll open them tomorrow." No warmth, no glance, no patience. The little girl, probably confused and a bit disappointed, gently insisted again. And that's when the tone shifted. Megan went from uninterested to outright hostile. She cursed at her daughter loudly on camera, and then she took it further. She threatened to hit her. All this live, no filters, no shame, and disturbingly, her partner sat just a few steps away, watching, listening, and doing absolutely nothing.
Absolutely not right now.
It's right.
What the fuck is that? It's the girl. This is bracelets. We don't have the time for that. We can do it
Can
tonight.
you just open it?
No, because you can have that shit everywhere.
No, I won't. Open it. Give me it.
I'm not
Open
opening
it.
I'm not opening
Then I'll open it.
Go ahead, try.
I can.
Get out of my room with it.
Riley, not right now, baby.
No,
I'm opening it.
I done told her no.
Oh, we're going to.
What, Riley, you're making?
Don't start, Riley.
Girl, I will smack this motherfucker upside your
Give
head.
me
We're
I'll
going
take
to
it back.
Monster Jam.
it. Give me it.
Get out of my room.
Give me it.
Touch me again.
Mommy, touch me again. I got it.
Yeah. I'm so glad you're so nice. I'm like your motherfucking sister.
My husband.
Mom is like you
You
kid.
know it's been mean.
It wasn't even the kind of frustrated parent we sometimes justify with stress or exhaustion. It was so cold, calculated, and frankly cruel. You could hear the anger in her voice, not disappointment, not discipline, but anger directed at a child who just wanted to play with her bracelets. And here's what really chills you. She didn't pause to check herself. She didn't lower her voice or step away. She kept going. This was a mother so used to speaking to her child that way, she didn't even blink while doing it publicly. That's what makes it scary, because if this is how she talks in front of hundreds of strangers, what does she sound like when the cameras are off? The chat erupted. People watching in real time were horrified. But Megan, she didn't stop. That wasn't a warning sign for her to pull it together. It was just another Tuesday. And through all of this, that poor child, probably too young to even understand why she was being yelled at, stood there taking it, because who else was going to protect her? Not the dad sitting there, not the viewers behind the screen, and certainly not the mother holding the phone. That moment might have seemed small to some, a container of bracelets and a mom on live, but to the little girl, that was everything. Now here's the kicker. Right after she cast her daughter out, her son walked in needing something simple, nothing dramatic, and like a flipping switch, Megan transformed. It was almost air. The scowl vanished, her voice softened. She smiled, leaned in, and helped him out without hesitation. The tension in her shoulders seemed to disappear. She even looked relaxed, as if nothing had just happened. Then, right in front of both children and thousands of viewers, she compared him to his sister. Not in a neutral way either. in that condescending tone that cuts deep. Something along the lines of, see, he listens. He's not like you. That moment wasn't just unfair, it was deeply damaging. The favoritism wasn't just subtle, it was loud, obvious, painfully clear. The message was written all over Megan's face. One child is the golden one, the other an inconvenience. And here's what people often overlook. When a parent makes those comparisons out loud, especially in front of both kids, it doesn't just hurt the one being criticized. It creates resentment, confusion, and guilt in the favored child too. It drives a wedge so deep between siblings that it can take a lifetime to repair. Imagine being that little girl, already scolded, threatened, and cast out on alive, and then watching her brother get praised and cuddled for doing something just as small. That's not just favoritism, that's humiliation with an audience. And Megan, she acted like it was normal, like that kind of behavior was parenting, but it wasn't. It was emotional manipulation, it was public shaming, and it was traumatizing to witness.
This is a fucking joke, because this just made me so fucking sick to my stomach to watch. I am not a perfect parent. I will never claim to be. There's no perfect parents, but there's a fucking difference between not being a perfect parent and being fucking abusive. I pray to God that someone called CPS, because those kids need out of her fucking care, because that is hands down fucking abuse. And then I saw that she's live again on TikTok, and it must only be for like subscribers or whatever, and it was like something, you're here, you're a fan. No one's a fucking fan. No one is a fucking fan of someone who treats their kids that way. I could fucking never. Came out to my car because I knew I would get freaking heated. I don't even like my kids to hear me cuss, let alone cuss at them. But I pray to fucking God that someone calls CPS, because she does not deserve to be a fucking mother. Also, if you're someone that follows her, fucking unfollow her, because she does not deserve to have a platform. And if you support how she talked to that poor girl, you're just as fucking,
let alone experienced firsthand. And if you thought that was bad, wait until you hear what she told the chat. As her live stream unfolded and more viewers joined in, the comment section started to flood with concerned messages. People weren't just criticizing, they were deeply disturbed. You could tell by the tone of their comments that they weren't trying to cancel her. They were pleading with her to stop, to see how wrong her behavior was, and to check herself. But Megan, she didn't flinch, she didn't pause, she didn't even seem phased. She looked directly into the camera, her expression blank, and said, without an ounce of hesitation, that what the audience just witnessed was nothing new, that she always talks to her daughter that way, that if anyone had a problem with it, they could log off.
I don't know. Take it up with your daddy. Well, I don't want to talk to you right now. Woo! No patience is sin. Go. Hey, I tell Riley all the time, go ahead. Run if you want to. Run away. Pack a bag, I'll help you. I'll help you. Where you gonna go? Is your bio? Yeah. Sadly. Not sadly. What the fuck are you talking about? Because I can, because I want to. If you have a problem with that, see yourself out. I'm not in the mood today. I'm gonna crush the fuck out, y'all. I'm playing with banana. Why are you talking to your kids like that? You ain't heard nothing yet, baby. This is chaos already. They're gonna piss me off. Come here.
It wasn't just dismissive, it was defiant. And the smirk on her face, it sent chills down people's spine. Megan wasn't embarrassed. She was emboldened. She wore her curiosity like a badge of honor, almost daring people to challenge her, as if her audience was the problem, not her parenting. She kept brushing off comment after comment, rolling her eyes and chuckling like people were being dramatic. But nothing about the moment was funny. This wasn't a joke. It was a mother publicly humiliating her child and proudly justifying it. Then came the question, the one that stopped everything. Is that even your biological daughter? Someone asked in the chat. And honestly, a lot of people were probably wondering the same thing, because the difference in how she treated her son versus her daughter was so intense, so lopsided, it didn't make sense. Megan replied calmly, yes. But then, almost like an afterthought, she added, sadly.
Is your bio? Yeah. Sadly.
That one word hit like a gut punch. Sadly, that wasn't just rude. That was pure emotional abandonment. You could feel the tension shift. People in the comments were stunned. It was one of those moments where even the screen feels heavy. Because when a parent says something like that so easily, so freely, it makes you wonder what else they've said or done off camera. Sadly, it wasn't just an accident, it was intentional, a brutal, open confession that she sees her daughter not as a blessing, but as a burden. And the worst part, she didn't even try to take it back. She moved on with the live stream like she hadn't just exposed something deeply painful and telling about how she truly feels. That one word confirmed what we had already been witnessing all along. This wasn't tough love. This wasn't discipline. This was pure unapologetic resentment. A child being emotionally starved by the one person who should be her safe place. And Megan, she said it all on camera, proudly, willingly, without blinking. It didn't end there. What followed was another disturbing glimpse into the emotional imbalance in Megan's parenting. She began combing her daughter's hair, but not with care and tenderness. Instead, she yanked through the strands so roughly that her daughter cried out in pain. Her little voice, clearly distressed, pleaded with her mother, but Mom didn't slow down, not even for a second.
I want to try to clean this hair. Okay, girl, this is expensive. I promise.
Will you give me any clothes?
Can you get over here so I can do something in your hair, please?
Says Daddy won't.
It's calm for being rude. Come here, let me see you. Damn, your hair is nappy. My handsome boy, he's so cute. I got her some of those little, you know those little things that like rip the little, they cut the little hair ties. But I forget about them all the fucking time, so I just be ripping it on her. Sometimes it hurts. Be still!
Why does it look like that?
That's what it looks like.
We're gonna have more hair than you.
Put your brother's fucking toothbrush up. No, if you remember something one more time, I'm really gonna see if he's gonna hit.
No!
I don't give a fuck about what, I don't give a fuck about what some random person on here gotta say.
That's hurting
Because
me.
what is that gonna do? I didn't say I was 16, right? Pick your head! Get
Ow!
Get off the sink! Oh my god! You're not
Stop
going.
pulling me.
I will yank you bald headed.
I just save her anyway.
I'm about to. She
No,
don't have
she
no fucking hair.
won't.
Turn your head!
Okay, she's lying.
You're literally making shit fucking complicated for no fucking reason.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're deliberately doing shit.
She didn't comfort her, didn't stop to ask if she was okay. Instead, she kept cursing, muttering under her breath like her daughter was an annoyance rather than her child. And as all of this was happening, her tone suddenly shifted, only when speaking to her son. To him, sweet words, patience, a gentle voice. The contrast was unsettling. It was like watching two completely different mothers operate in the same body. One cruel and resentful, the other soft and nurturing. But the line was clear. The daughter was on the receiving end of the cruelty. Later, things escalated again. Megan refused to give her daughter clothes, telling her she wasn't going to anywhere with them. The little girl, probably dressed halfway or not at all, was left screaming inside the closet, crying for her clothes. The door stayed closed. The cries got louder. That's when, for the first time, the father spoke up. He asked what was going on, why their daughter was screaming. Megan didn't even explain. She didn't try to ease the situation. Her reply, cold, detached, I am not fighting with her. It was a statement that felt more like a dismissal than parenting, and the way she said it, as if it wasn't her responsibility, made the entire situation more chilling. This wasn't a moment of parenting gone wrong. This was the ongoing reality of a child who was being emotionally isolated. And yes, all of this was on live stream, with no shame, no fear, just business as usual for Megan. The next day, Megan posted an apology video, or what she claimed was one. She said she wanted to take accountability. She admitted she was wrong for yelling. Then she mentioned she's been healing from dark things for the past 2 years, that she was overstimulated, that she wasn't a perfect mom. Sound familiar? She tried to justify it all by saying she apologized to her daughter off camera, that she's taking time off TikTok, that people who really know her, she loves her kids.
I just wanted to come on here and take accountability for the things that I said and did yesterday on my live. Nobody deserves that, especially my children. Unfortunately, I have some very dark, deep-rooted things inside of me that I have been working to heal for the last 2-ish years, and some of those things still come out whenever I am triggered. I am not a perfect mother. I have never claimed to be. Unfortunately, I was very triggered yesterday. I was very overstimulated, and I exploded. And before you look at me and say, oh, I get overstimulated too and I don't snap out like that, okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm so happy for you. I'm working towards that. This video showed you a very small snippet of my live. It didn't show you the before. It didn't show you the after, where I hung up and went and calmed the fuck down, apologized to my child, and we talked through these things. I shouldn't have had to apologize for anything because I shouldn't have done it in the first place. I am very well aware of that. My children are well loved. Anybody that knows us or knows anything about us knows that our children are loved. Unfortunately, I still have some major things that I need to work on, and I'm working towards that every single day. But I just wanted to come on here and take that accountability and kind of own my actions and acknowledge that those are not okay, and I know that that's not okay. I am going to take some time from social media. I think I owe my family that. I don't know what the future holds as far as TikTok goes. I just want y'all to know that I have enjoyed the last year of sharing my life with y'all. I love you.
But here's the thing. We saw the way she spoke to her daughter. We saw the way she acted like being triggered only applied to her little girl, not her son. That's not overstimulation. That's resentment. And deep down, she knows it. She even tried to rationalize her behavior, saying the clip didn't show her coming down. But it didn't matter. The damage had been done. Her daughter was humiliated, hurt, and rejected, all in front of thousands. After the video, Megan vanished from the internet. One by one, her social media platforms went dark, her TikTok deleted, Instagram scrammed, even her backup accounts wiped. It was like she had disappeared overnight, but the internet doesn't forget. Viewers who had watched the live stream clipped parts of it, saved it, and shared it everywhere. People weren't just outraged. They were mobilizing. They began piecing together her location, sharing screenshots, tagging authorities. And with that kind of digital pressure and the overwhelming amount of on-camera evidence, it wasn't long before Child Protective Services had got to get involved. Now, there hasn't been an official statement about what exactly CPS did or didn't do. But with what the world saw, the shouting, the threats, the favoritism, and the emotional manipulation, it's almost unthinkable that an investigation wasn't launched. This wasn't just a slip-up in parenting. This was sustained psychological harm being delivered to a child in real time and in public. And that's terrifying. We can only hope that those children are now in safer, more nurturing environment, that someone finally stepped in to advocate for that little girl who had no voice during that life. We hope Megan is getting the professional help she clearly needs, but no child should be raised by someone carrying that much unresolved anger and pain. Parenting doesn't come with a manual, sure, but it comes with a responsibility. It means showing up emotionally. It means choosing your child's well-being over your ego. It means regulating your own trauma so you don't hand it down like a family heirloom. Megan didn't do any of that. She wasn't just having a bad moment. She was consistently cruel, emotionally detached and hostile, and proud of it. Child who just wanted her mom to open a bracelet container. She deserved warmth, safety, love, not the rage of an overstimulated adult who saw her daughter as a problem instead of a person. So now we wait. We hope that justice is being served, not just in a legal sense, but a protective one. So what do you think? Are we witnessing the unraveling of a stressed out mom who just needs some parenting guidance? Or are we looking at something far more serious, an ongoing pattern of emotional abuse that TikTok accidentally exposed to the world? Was this a one-time breakdown or a glimpse into a home where one child is constantly neglected and belittled? What's really happening when no one's watching? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Was this just a bad parenting under pressure or something that should have been reported long before CPS got involved? Hit the like if you think children deserve better. Subscribe for more honest, emotional deep dives like this one. And remember, what happens on TikTok doesn't just disappear. It echoes, especially when innocent kids are the ones carrying the weight.